are watching the Old Zealand, a minesweeper champion, the Dragon of Portugal, Vice Captain America, the world's fourth greatest forehead, and a geography semi-finalist at the World Championships. You guys ready? That I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's like this new tournament, okay, and it's called the World Cup. They're doing their first one, and they're sponsoring the channel, so that's why we're gonna stream. We're gonna stream the World Cup draw. It's pretty sick, so just enjoy, and try to pretend you're enjoying it. Right? Never heard of it? Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Zealand, my man, I love you. It's coming home for Christmas.
Alberto, we will see. Thank you so much for the 16 months as part of the Hammers Connect Rec. Thank you so much for the 2. Welcome back. England, Uruguay, Poland, and Ghana will be drawn together. It's not true. The United States and Ghana always have to play. It's the law. Big Man on Campus, thank you for the tier 2 for 23 months. What a sensational mod. What a sensational human being Big Man on Campus is. Time flies. You're having fun. You're enjoying an amazing community of people. Thanks to everything you do, and thank you to the community for almost 2 years of amazing memories. Here's to more. Here's to more. Huzzah. Thank you for the 29 months, Frank. My goodness.
Time flies when you are having fun.
29.
When you are enjoying an amazing community of people. Thanks for everything you do, and thank you, community, for almost 2 years of amazing memories. Here's to more. You're
the dude. You're that dude, Big Man. Frank, I appreciate the ridiculous 29. Riley with the 5. Afro Chuck with the 17. Barrett with the year. Afro Chuck's like, dude, I'm going to get on that diamond bacon pretty quick. I mean, shoot, Big Man is only a month away from the Zealand bacon.
Oh, hi, game.
That's 2 years.
9 months is crazy. I love you all except I all keck.
How you gonna do IL like that? Really?
What lights up a soccer stadium?
How you gonna do IL like that?
Match?
How you gonna do him like that? Jeez. Uncalled for. So the draw is at noon. The TV coverage of the draw starts at 11:30. You know it's about to be some ridiculous stuff. Right. But we got some stuff we can look at before then. How long till the draw? The coverage starts in a minute. We'll see how. Can you stream the live draw? I cannot. People pay millions and millions of dollars for that privilege. But I will be watching the draw, and I'm sure you can follow a live feed of where teams are getting drawn, and we can all react together. I will not literally be able to show you the draw. I will be typing the draw into a Google document, as of course you probably would have expected of me. I will be typing the draw into a Google document. Yeah, the World Cup draw starts in half an hour. The coverage, the American coverage of the draw starts in 1 minute. So I'll be listening to that. You will obviously not be able to hear it because I have a vested interest in not getting banned from Twitch. All right. Are you watching the American coverage? It's on Fox Sports if you are American. If you're not, I don't know where it is. I am not educated in the ways of the world. I do not know where it is.
Good news, the bacon has almost gone diamond.
Shoot, Clogan. I'm gonna keep saying your name like that until the end of time. Thank you for the 23 months. And Lance Stevenson with the 7 months on the Twitch Prime, and Stones with the 7 months, and Pork Chop with the 5. About to hit that silver bacon. Stones is like, dude, I got silver and I'm still going. Feeling good. All right. Get me to the bottom corner. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your World Cup groups. Familiarize yourself with them. They're not actually the groups, they're the pots. I lied to you. If you never forgive me, that's okay. How you doing? I'm doing well. These are the pots. One team in every group is going to come from each of these pots. One team in every group is going to come from each of these pots.
Time flies when you are having fun. When you are enjoying an amazing community of people. Thanks for everything you do and thank you community for almost 2 years of amazing memories.
All right, we're repeating the
Here's to
activity
more.
feed. This is still very kind from Big Man on Campus, though. We appreciate it a lot. So, the rules that go into the draw. The only confederation that is allowed to have 2 teams from that confederation in the same group is Europe. Every other confederation, so you can't have Argentina and Uruguay, right? You can't have that. You can't have the United States and Canada. It cannot happen. Right? You cannot draw unless you are European another country from your continent. Now, of course, the host nation is always in Group A and always comes out of Pot 1. This means that Group A is going to be the easiest group in the tournament. Very likely. Very likely. Banana Farts, thank you so much for the Prime. And welcome to the Hammers. Fireworm! By the way, I'm going to give you five hip wows for Fireworm for gifting 5 subs, making 5 people's days. Enjoy the bacon, the emotes, get in the subsection of the Discord, all that spicy stuff. So now that you know that, right, you can't have another team from your continent in your group unless you are European, in which case you can have one other team. And every group needs to have 1 team from Europe in it. I don't make the rules, literally. I don't make the rules. Just so you know. It's so dumb the hosts go into Pot 1 automatically. Now they do that because they play the first match of the first match of the World Cup is always played by the host. I have no issue with the host being in Pot 1. I think it is fun. I think it is fun for the host to be in Pot 1. It gives the host a better chance to get out of the group stage. It's why the hosts usually do so well in the tournament, or at least are able to get to the knockout stages, because it gives them an opportunity, right? Like, I don't have a problem with it. It really doesn't change the look of the entire tournament. Will the US, Canada, and Mexico all be Pot 1? That I honestly don't know. They might be, in which case there's only going to be 5 other Pot 1 teams for the next World Cup, because there will be... But also, that World Cup's got 48 teams in it, so I don't know how the draw is going to work. There might only be 3 pots. There actually probably will only be 3 pots, and so... Then you imagine the next World Cup, there's only going to be 3 pots, because there's only 3 teams in groups. So, that works. That makes sense. Are you watching it live on here? Yeah, I'm going to watch it live. I can't show you, though. I will be banned. We will have a live feed up on the stream. We will have a live feed up on the stream, but we will not actually be watching the dude pull the balls out of the thing. The host has scored the first goal of every World Cup, including Brazil's own goal of 2014. That's kind of awesome. My favorite first goal at a World Cup was Shabalala! That was my favorite first goal at a World Cup. And then they just dancing. You know what I'm saying? They're just dancing. How do I watch? I'm from Croatia. I don't know. Ingenuity and internet creativity. At the very least, you can just watch this, and we will be showing you who's in what group. It's like we will be showing you who's in what group. You know what I might do? Hold on. I'm going to show you a giant video image of my face, and I am going to turn off Fox Sports 1 here. This is going to be an elaborate plan on my part. Okay, I'm going to turn it off because I had it up. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go get something that it's brand new technology, my cell phone. I'm going to get my cell phone and I'm going to open it on here. And that way I can watch it while also being able to show you guys a feed of what's going on. Okay? You understand. Sign in with my TV provider. What do I look like? I'm made of money. Okay, fine. And there we go. And all right. Once I get signed in over here, I'm going to put an earphone in. Shush! Shush. Give me my earphones. I'm literally just going to put an earphone in underneath my headphones. And now I'll be able to hear it. No! Why did this bulletproof plan not work? This is my new strategy. Now it's connected. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now I've got it. Okay. Second ever World Cup for Canada. We know that. Thank you. Okay. Now I am proper. Yeah, this is top tier ingenuity. Honestly, this is what you're tuning in for. This creativity. So now I've got it up on my phone, so I'm watching the draw live. We're also going to find a live feed, I would imagine. The World Cup Twitter would be providing a live feed of what's going on. Don't even follow the World Cup Twitter. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and do that now. And we're also going to track this. So how many groups are there? 8? 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 math. Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, Group E, Group F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then H. I can type. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, the first team, which has literally already been drawn into that spot. Good math. Thank you. Thank you. This man has a degree. I have a master's degree. Don't sell my education short. 32 divided by 4. 8. Last math class I took was in high school. I'll be honest, none of my degrees had anything to do with this. All right. We can do it Google Sheets. World Cup groups. Okay. All right, give me another space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're preparing. Yep, we're set. Fine, you get a Google Sheet. You guys get a Google Sheet. You get a Google Sheet. I don't want to hear it. You get a Google Sheet. I don't want to hear a peep. I've had enough. You get a Google Sheet, and you're going to be happy with a Google Sheet. Goodness me. Obviously, I am not an expert at Excel. I just went into Excel and typed the sheets in. I'm sorry I offended some sensibility. I have no idea what I'm doing in Excel, obviously. But come on. You get a Google Sheet. You get a Google Sheet. That's it. I'm putting my foot down. Doc, whatever. I don't even care. You can see what it is. Actions speak louder than words. MS Paint. Perfect. I don't even have MS Paint. All right, we're ready, chat. Here we go. I'm just gonna write these in. I'm just gonna write these in, and then we're fine, chat. I'll just write them in right here. I'll just write them in. Be easy. Very evenly spaced. Plenty of room to write all the teams. We're fine. Excited for the draw. So there's a great app called Excel. I don't want to use Excel. Everybody always thinks they know how to use Excel better. I have no idea how to use it, so I'm just not going to use it. I cannot show you the actual draw, but we will be writing in who's in each group in real time and reacting to them. So what you won't see the dude pull the balls out of the thing, you will see which teams are going where in real time. I have an earpiece in right now, and I'm literally watching it on my phone. It hasn't started yet. It is a World Cup commercial. Some dude kissed a camera, scored a goal. It was great. Oh, the rows are named A through H. How can that? Well, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I knew that. I didn't realize it. Okay, so that I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, so like these are the groups on the top. That's awesome. That's actually really cool. Okay. All the way to G. Do that, do that, do that, and then H. That's cool. All right. World Cup groups. Easy, chat. Easy. Qatar. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Easy. We're there. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Okay, they should be popping in there any moment now. Any moment. Okay. Now we're ready. If you get too sassy, this is what we're doing, chat. If I start to feel too much sass, we're doing this. All right, if you've got helpful ideas, then I would love to hear your helpful ideas about how to make this look cooler, right? Said use a bigger font. I'll tell you what we can do. Oh, geez, that was stupid. Nah, that looks so terrible. What can we do? We do that. And, there. Yeah. That works. That looks cool. That looks cool. I like that. We want paint. Use Comic Sans. Got it. See, that's a helpful idea. That is a helpful idea. We're going to use Comic Sans to fill in the World Cup group. Okay. Oh, you're right. G is too small. Yeah. Tragedy strikes. Except, okay, Comic Sans. Good. Is there a way to make this bigger so that it's like... Oh no, what did I do? I don't even know what that means. So my brother in Christ go full screen on the spreadsheet. Dude. Casey, thank you so much for the 3 months as part of the Hammers. JPS, thanks for the 3 as well. Can I get a... So... I wanted to do a nice, like, awkward Ronaldo in an interview being asked to do it. That was what I was going for. Raj, thank you so much for the 3 months. Congrats on cooking your bacon. Guma Yusi, thank you for the 3 months. Murderous Honor, thanks for the 6. Lewis Sassel, thank you so much for the 2. Welcome back to the Hammers. Boots, give us, the 6 months. The Silver Bacon, you got it. Muppet, thank you so much for the Prime. Piranix, thank you for the 5 months. Quinn the Skin, thank you for the 10 months as part of the Hammers. That's a lot of months. Rennie, thank you for the 6 months. Congrats on the Silver Bacon. Hank Steele, thank you for the 2. Summerzian, Semerzon, thank you so much for the 17. Rosmex, thank you for the 3. Summerzon, that is a lot. Get this man a Fez for the 500 bits. I see you out here. Lou Boy, thank you for the 10 months. Brick, thank you so much for the 7 months. Thoughts of the U.S. qualifying in the least convincing way possible made me sad. Sam, thank you for the 4. And Ilu Play Games, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Put Qatar in the middle, please. No, they're in Group A. You should use a quill and ink and write it on papyrus. I think you're right. You reckon Scotland will qualify? I don't know. I mean, they've got... Wales is more likely because they only got 1 match left to play, but I would make Scotland the favorite against Ukraine slightly, but obviously Ukraine's dealing with a completely unique situation that might inspire them, but it might also hamper them. Like, in a strictly sporting sense, I don't know what's going to happen. Are we guessing World Cup groups? No, in 10 minutes, we're going to be filling in the World Cup draw. Would this not work in a chalkboard? We do actually have a chalkboard. No, not a chalkboard. We have a whiteboard in the background that we could use. Do an England World Cup squad predictor. Michael Antonio with the switch from Jamaica to make the United States life easier. Right. I don't think he can do that, though. I think he already used his one-time switch to go to Jamaica, unfortunately. Outside of the States and England, obviously, who would you bet on? Who do I think are the... I actually got asked this question fairly recently by Nem. Was asking me, the Swedish streamer, he's a good guy. He was saying, who do you think are like the favorites for the whole tournament? And I went, look, Argentina and Brazil both are the first two teams to get through South American qualifying unbeaten. They are the first two teams to ever do it, and they did it in the same qualifying cycle. They are a problem. England is obviously very close, but who did I say was like the team? No, it was Brazil and France. I think France is the favorite. Now, I know that after you win the World Cup, the next one you're supposed to be bad. But the French team has such incredible cohesion and such incredible talent. Like, it's not just the talent, but unlike a lot of national teams, they don't hate each other. And so I think France is actually the favorite, with Brazil and Argentina right behind them. Because going unbeaten through World Cup qualifying in South America is incredibly difficult. No team, no matter how good you ever thought Brazil or Argentina was, has ever gone through qualifying in South America unbeaten. Both of them did, because they kept drawing each other. So they're very good right now. Both of those teams are really, really good. But France, with their talent, their cohesion is there. I think if you're looking for dark horses, Denmark is a great place to start. That team has proven consistently it can beat the best teams in the world. They proved it again at the Euros. That is a team that if they made the World Cup semifinal, I don't think anybody would be surprised. But nobody is like willing to pick it. I would say, depending on the way the draw goes, I might even pick Denmark to get to a semifinal. I mean, this is arguably the best Danish team that has ever existed. Ever existed. The Fox coverage is in commercial right now, but the draw is going to start soon. Like, Colombia and Chile underperformed. Yeah, but Ecuador was great. I mean, I know, you might not think a lot of Ecuador, but they were fantastic and drew both Argentina and Brazil throughout qualifying. They were very dangerous, and Uruguay is still very, very dangerous. Playing at Bolivia is still freaking impossible. Which I know sounds weird, but Uruguay went to Bolivia and lost 3-0. It is hard to not just lose one of those 18 games. Hard. It is hard to not lose one of those 18 games. Also, Switzerland, by the way, quarterfinal at the Euros. I think they're a threat to make a deeper run in the tournament, depending on the draw that they get. I think Senegal is the best African team in the world. Senegal looks really good. I do think they're the best African team in the tournament. I don't know if that means that I want to pick them as a dark horse. I do think Senegal is the best African team in the tournament, which is nice symmetry because they are the reigning African champions. I think Peru's going to do well. Peru was certainly hot towards the end of qualifying. Uruguay was awful during those qualifiers. They got the wins at the end. I'm just saying, you can try and discredit what Brazil and Argentina accomplished going unbeaten in qualifiers, but the fact that it had never happened before, ever. Sure, I'll send me a spreadsheet of the draw. I know you're going to be able to do a better job than I am, and we might as well make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I'll put my pride aside. My pride in this beautiful creation that you all love, or this beautiful creation with Comic Sans that we all love. You can't. Ugh. Looks like they're. I mean, we're still getting. Like, they sent a couple of the American pundits to Doha and drove them through the desert in dune buggies, and that's what's on Fox Sports right now. So, cool. Sick. That's beautiful. I know. Thank you. It is beautiful. And this is how we're going to be keeping track of the draw. So... Okay. The fact that Germany is in pot 2 is hilarious. The problem is I don't think there's a real amazing team in pot 3. I think Senegal is the best team in pot 3. With Serbia, then Poland. To maybe Japan, just based off of high level, but Senegal is the top team in pot 3. They're the top team. I know why Germany's in pot 2. I just think it's hilarious that they're in pot 2 because the Germans are always going to put together one of the most talented national teams. They are always going to put together the most. So, like, you could end up with a group that was literally Brazil, Germany, right? Serbia or Poland or Senegal. I know Senegal doesn't have the brand name, but if you wanted a scary looking group, you could go like Brazil, Germany, Serbia, and then you could just chuck in like Ecuador, like chuck in the third qualifying team out of South America, which is just lethal. Be a crazy hard group. Oh, you couldn't do that because of South America. Okay, so you'd have to you can't do that one because of South America. You can't do this one because that'd be third Europe. I guess Canada. I guess it would be Canada. It would be Canada. Or you swap Brazil with France and then put, yeah, I guess you like France, Germany, Serbia, Ecuador. That group is murderous because all four of those teams could get out of that group because Ecuador drew Argentina and Brazil in qualifying. Serbia qualified first to their group out of Europe, right? Germany's Germany and France is France. That's an insane group. Oh, you can't have 3 Europeans. God, why is this so difficult? Fine, Senegal. No, I would rather have Brazil. Hardest possible group, okay? Brazil, Germany. All right, Brazil, Germany, Serbia, and Canada. Top qualifier out of CONCACAF, right? Ahead of Mexico and the U.S., Canada, Serbia, Germany, Brazil. That's the hardest possible group. There we go. We got it. We got it. That's it. Cameroon is not better than Canada. No, you can't. I watched too many matches for you to pull that on me. Ghana's definitely worse than Canada. Ghana's not very good. Forget everything you know about seeing the Ghanaian name. That might be the worst team in this tournament. Just kidding. Saudi Arabia is the worst team in this tournament. But Ghana's bad. They're very bad. But the easiest group would be Qatar. I'll be totally honest, probably us. Right? Us or maybe Uruguay. Maybe Mexico. Mexico's trash too, but we're trash together. We're like a couple of trash buddies. It could be Qatar or us or Mexico or Uruguay. It's one of those three. Take your pick, honestly. This Uruguay, like somebody said, was pretty bad most of qualifying. You come down here, grab Tunisia. They're terrible. I don't know how they're in pot 3. And then you grab either... No. Then you're grabbing Saudi Arabia. Did you see Saudi Arabia at the last World Cup? I DM'd you. Got it. Let me go pull it up. Don't want to show people the feet pics that I sent you the other day. Don't show on stream. Yep. Don't worry. I have great agility. Alrighty, I am in the World Cup draw. Thank you very much, Isle. Okay, there we go. So, like, the easiest group then would be Qatar, obviously. Let's just go, so that I can uphold the rivalry. We're going to go Qatar, Mexico, because we haven't lost to Mexico in 4 matches, and we are the current reigning Gold Cup and CONCACAF Nations League champion, therefore making Mexico the weaker team. Qatar, Mexico, Tunisia, Ghana. That's my weakest possible group. Based on, look, you guys know that I watch qualifiers religiously. That's the worst group I can come up with. Oh, 2 African. I really need to think before I speak. Okay, we've got Qatar, Mexico, Tunisia, and then we can't have Asia, we can't have Africa, and we can't have CONCACAF. So then, dude, I hate it here. Qatar. Oh, I got it. Qatar, Uruguay. We're going to get rid of the CONCACAF. No, that doesn't matter. It can't be New Zealand because Costa Rica's there. Like, you can't, because there's a CONCACAF team in that draw spot. You can't draw them there. Oh, the draw is starting, by the way. The draw is starting. Ladies and gentlemen, your World Cup draw. Outstanding. Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the draw for the FIFA World Cup. Who's the sexiest team? Very important question to ask. The sexiest team, Switzerland's got the short king, Xherdan Shaqiri. That man's chest is, you know, he's wider than he is tall, and that means a lot. That means a lot. That being said, Ghana's kits. Not to mention, Ghana always has the tightest kits. So, you know, they really show off the musculature. Definitely swaggerific. If we're being completely honest. France does have Giroud. That's true. But they still have the remnants of Franck Ribéry, even though he's not on the team. So there's also that. Dude, this like intro promotional video for the Qatar World Cup draw is insane. I do not know what's happening. I just saw like and I feel terrible that I don't actually know what it's called, but like the you know, it's not a turban, it's like the headscarf. I actually legitimately don't know what that's called. If somebody knows, please do tell me. But you wear like the leather braid on top of your head and it holds like the scarf down. That's a Pixar movie. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what I'm watching right now, but that whatever that is, it's called a it's not a burqa. That's the female thing. It's a gutra. It's a kafia. Okay, that. One of those is literally talking and showing us around in an animated Qatar, and I don't know how to feel about it. What is the best looking team at the Qatar World Cup? I'm always inclined to go to the Iberian Peninsula. I feel like those dudes are always looks first, you know, personified by Ronaldo. Not looks first. I mean, you know, Portugal has the Euros, Spain has the World Cup. They get the job done, but they're definitely very into the appearance. I feel like they can handle it. Brazil has style. Yeah, they do. But they're honestly, I don't know if I'm into the full tat, you know? PK is married to Shakira. I know. Where can we watch? If you're in the United States, it's on Fox Sports, but no matter. The moment a team is drawn, we will write them into this table for you to check out, so you will not miss a beat on the World Cup draw here. It's not a stingray, it's a kafia, apparently. It's like the thing you wear on your head. Morocco and Iran are the best. Morocco's a good-looking team. Tunisia has the best beards, by the way. Tunisia's beards. When I was watching their final World Cup playoff, the beards on Tunisia, man, those dudes look like what I think, you know, Hannibal looked like, right? They've got like the whole face framed by a beard. Those dudes are ripped, too. Tunisia's got a very old physical team. The best looking team at the World Cup. It may be Canada. It may be Canada. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen Canada, but it may be Canada. Those dudes are sharp. Oh, Denmark. It's like Canada, Denmark, Ghana, Morocco, France, Portugal. Yeah. There you go. You can't just pick one. Who's the LeBron James of soccer? There is only one LeBron James of soccer, chat. There is only one. So Tunisia have a good player that isn't Wabi Khazri. They've got Yusuf Msakni. He's pretty good. I think he had to come out with where he was like exhausted and it was some sort of injury in the final qualifier, but okay, the intro for this is pretty cool. Qatar's doing a good job with this. As objectionable as their country is as a whole, you know what I mean? They're hitting me with some traditional Arab Gulf music here. Some dudes with those old school drums that you like hold and hit like that, you know? Why do you have an opening ceremony for the draw? I guess why not? When does the draw start? Allegedly right now. We'll see. I mean, the first part of the draw is always just like, and what pot one team goes into each group? They don't draw teams for another hour? You're kidding. Nobody knows. That's even better. Look, chat, obviously we can't post links to a stream to watch that. That's wildly illegal on Twitch, and I would prefer to stay on Twitch. I trust you as an internet citizen are able to figure out how to watch it if you actually want to watch dudes spinning around in hula hoops, because that is what's happening right now. It's probably not worth it. So the broadcast for Fox Sports was like the draw is at 11:30, and I'm like, cool. We tune in at 11:30, and it's like a draw show for half an hour. And now we just wait while now we've got 10 dudes on stage just doing skills, like dribbling tricks. People from all over the world, apparently. At least they're trying to make it like that. That's what they're trying to make it appear like. That's the guitar team getting some practice in. Fair enough. Okay. So what was actually... This whole country thing drives me crazy. Or like continent thing. You can't draw teams from the same continent. That just feels like a stupid rule to me. Like, I understand you not wanting to create a 4 European group. But the fact that like Canada and the US can't end up in the same group at the World Cup, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit much in the wrong direction. What group would you want the US to get? Qatar, Tunisia, and Ghana would be the group that I would prefer. I can't do that because there's 2 African teams. Why ain't it here? Ah! Qatar, US, Tunisia. And the winner of Ukraine, Scotland, and Wales is my official answer to that. That is the group I want the US to get. I need at least one UEFA team. Cool. I would like Qatar, the United States, Poland, and Ghana. Now a woman is just standing here with a microphone wearing literally only diamonds, talking to us. In Arabic, so I don't know what she's saying. What would a group of death look like? That's what we were figuring out. I think it's Brazil, Germany, like literally Brazil, Germany, Serbia, and then yeah, Brazil, Germany, Serbia, and Canada, I think, is actually the group of death. I think that's the best possible combination of teams that you could have. I think that's the best possible combination of teams that you could have. That, or you do like Brazil, Germany, Senegal, Ecuador. I think that is also a very... Can't do that. I am just losing my mind here. Or you do like France, Germany, Senegal, Ecuador. That works. That's also like an incredibly dangerous group. And that meets all of the requirements as far as I know. Right? Anyone speak Qatari? It's not a language, dude. We're here for education. Is Ecuador? Yeah, Ecuador, of course, is the best team in Pot 4. Ecuador finished third in South American qualifying. Do you think Canada, Ghana, Cameroon, Saudi Arabia, or any of those other teams finishes third in South American qualifying? No, they don't. They don't. Ecuador finished third in South American qualifying. They are the best team in Pot 4. You do not want to get them. The ladies from Egypt, apparently, naturally. You can argue they meant the Qatari dialect of Arabic, but we both know that's not what they meant. Yeah, like if you got like France, Germany, Senegal, Ecuador, that is a possible group, and that's a nightmare. Senegal are the best team in Africa right now, and it's not particularly close. They were so freaking good in the AFCON, and in their match against Egypt, they were dominant. They were dominant. The fact that it went to penalties was a testament to Egyptian goalkeeping and willpower. They were dominant in that game. I think the second best confirmed team in Pot 4 is Canada. I think if like Wales, honestly, whoever comes out of the European playoff is probably better than Canada too, but if she's Egyptian and she's the only Egyptian at the World Cup, fair. Harsh, but fair. She's still talking. What's going on with the Ukraine playoff? Officially, the match between Scotland and Ukraine has been rescheduled to the June window. It is a one-off match. I can't remember who's supposed to host it. Obviously, if Scotland's hosting it, it's a bit easier to do. But I can't remember who is supposed to host it. Seeded teams, Europe, World Cup playoff. The seeded team gets the host. Yeah, Scotland was a seeded team. So the match is in Scotland. The issue is Ukraine's got much more important things to worry about right now. And so, but the match was rescheduled to the June international window. They don't know if they're going to be able to do it. But Scotland was a seeded team. And so that means Scotland would host, and then the winner of that match plays Wales like 4 days later. Why Senegal over Serbia? Why Senegal over Serbia? So, like, if we do France and Germany, that's already two UEFA teams. We cannot have a third team, which is why if we do a France, Germany, Senegal, Ecuador group, it actually works. What is Idris Elba doing here? I find myself asking that question a lot. What is Idris Elba doing here? Why is he on stage at Qatar for this draw? Fair enough. But if you do like Brazil, Germany, Serbia, then you can't do Ecuador, you do Canada. So what group is tougher? Right? Brazil, Germany, Serbia, or Canada, or France, Germany, Serbia, and Ecuador. I think that group is slightly tougher. France, Germany, Senegal, Ecuador. I think that group is slightly tougher. Sorry, those are the two potential groups of death, because you got to have Germany. And I think out of pot 4, you got to have Ecuador or Canada. And out of pot 3, you got to have Senegal or Serbia. I think those are the two best teams in that pot. And so the ways to make those work, and then Brazil and France, I think, are the two best teams in the world. England's close. England is definitely close. Argentina, Spain, right behind that in my mind. When will the draw actually start? I don't know. They give you no information on this other than the fact that the draw is now underway, allegedly. Poland worse than Serbia? Yeah. Yeah. Serbia won its qualifying group. I give a lot of credit to a team that's able to win a qualifying group in Europe. Poland is definitely... Look, the Euros that Poland hosted, they got to the quarterfinals. Other than that, Poland has been pretty darn disappointing in major international tournaments. I think it's hard when everybody knows you just got to stop Lewandowski and they need other people to step up, and they get that sometimes, like Błaszczykowski did when they were hosting the Euros, but it was just Błaszczykowski. They got Stefan Szymanski now, and I love Stefan Szymanski. I will fill the spreadsheet in myself. I was planning on doing that, but thank you so much, my dude. Oh, now we're dancing. Now it's music. Some dude that looks like a 70s Colombian player with his hair. Oh, now we've finally lit up his face. All right, we're still waiting. We're just getting a little musical concert here. That is exceptionally auto-tuned. Just extensively auto-tuned. What do you think of Portugal's chances? Look, Portugal has a puncher's chance. I know that's an American phrase, but it means that while Portugal's not the favorite and not one of the favorites, they can beat anyone. They proved that in the 2016 Euros, that they have enough quality where if they can get the right bounce or two, and if they can hold, you know, they get a great goal from somebody, they can beat anyone. But Portugal's certainly not on my favorite list and not on a lot of other favorite lists that I've heard. This is the official song. Fair enough. It's no waving flag, but, you know, we can live with it. How do you feel about Belgium? I feel like this is Belgium's last chance. I feel like this is Belgium's last chance. Somebody said what would be the most interesting group? All right, here's my most interesting group. I would love to see a group with Qatar, Switzerland, Senegal, and Canada. That's my most interesting group. I have no idea who's going to win that group. Zero clue who wins that group. You say Switzerland? I really don't know. Seriously. Qatar. People like Switzerland is so boring to watch, though. Look. Everybody in the world cares about this, and the Swiss are clearly one of the 16 best teams in the world at putting more balls in another team's net than they let into their own. And you guys think Qatar is terrible. I will tell you, I don't think Qatar is terrible. Now, I know this because Qatar sponsored the Gold Cup, and the Gold Cup always lets one team from out, like they let one team from outside CONCACAF in, and Qatar was that team. And so the United States has played Qatar within the last year, and I watched it. And Qatar got to the semifinals. You say Qatar's got so many Brazilians. That's not actually it. Right. What Qatar did, and which is objectively smart if you're Qatar, is they didn't just do what China did, which doesn't work. China went and bought a bunch of Brazilians for their league, and those Brazilians now play for the national team. It's like half the starting lineup of the Chinese national team are dudes from Brazil. But what the Qatari footballing association did was they went to Africa, particularly East Africa, downtrodden areas in East Africa. And they offered footballing scholarships to thousands. I know, I read about this. I did my research. It was for a video. Thousands of 13-year-old East African dudes. Yo, Mamba with the 20 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Quick Trip Jesus, thank you for the 17 as well. Oof. Oof. Traino, thank you for the 16. Happy anniversary, King. CCP, thank you for the 3. Congrats on cooking your bacon. And Stuff, thank you for the 13. Caster, welcome to the Hammers. Rick from Holland, thanks for the 7. You Chaos, thank you so much for the 11 months. Danish, thank you so much for the 4 months. Genty, thank you for the Prime. Calandra, thank you for the 20 months. The Mombot, thank you for the 20. And then we got 10 gifted subs from Fit. No, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. Chill. Yo, the stream editor gadget just dropped 100 gifted subs. Mombot, thank you for the 20. Fitton, thank you so much for the 10. And Gadget with the 100. Are we hyped up? Are we hyped up for the World Cup draw? I'm just trying to figure out, are we hyped up for the World Cup draw? We got some gifted subs around. We ready? Ready to go? Because I'm freaking fired up. Riley with the 20 gifted subs, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Gadget, you're an amazing stream editor. Thank you for being a great stream editor. He's on vacation this week and felt like dropping 100 gifted subs. I appreciate it. And Riley with the 20, Mombot with the 20. Fitton's got so many gifted subs this past month. Thank you for the 10. Bridgeman, thank you for the 2 months of the Prime. Gianni, whatever his name is, on the stage right now. So we should be close. I'm ready for the World Cup draw, baby. I'm ready. I know I piqued some curiosity. We're just getting our vibes right. Hold on. The monarch of Qatar is speaking. Allow me to translate. Interesting. He just said, I suck and my yacht is smaller than the king of Saudi Arabia. Seems to be saying that over and over again. I don't really understand what's going on here. My country is irrelevant. It only exists because we helped the Allies overthrow the Ottoman Empire. Interesting. Very interesting note. That is the only reason that I am a monarch of any kind, because my descendants betrayed the Ottoman Empire. Standing ovation. Okay. Here we go. Let's do the draw. Let's do the draw. Ottomans in shambles. The Ottomans in shambles. Not descendants, but yeah, that's where the royal families in the Middle East came from. My concentration for my major in history was Ottoman studies, actually. So fun. The Ottomans should be a pot 3 team, dude, I'm telling you. Steele, you're gonna disappear, bro. Guess what? I'm not going to Qatar, so it's okay. All my Houthis hate the Ottomans. You know, like every state, they did a bunch of bad things, but never, if you learn one thing beside the teams that are in the World Cups today, never be fooled by the royal families in the Middle East into thinking anything other than they received their legitimacy from European powers after World War I, because that is what happened. Because that is what happened. And one of the few things that people who assign to a lot of royal families in the Middle East is that they have they have historical precedent, but it's now they've existed for about 100 years because of the Europeans. So, yeah. Do with that information what you will. Watch the movie Lawrence of Arabia. That movie is actually about that. Did it start? No, we're getting a highlight package of World Cups, whatever, you know. It was a Gordon Banks. It's a memoriam. Gordon Banks, Diego Maradona, Paolo Rossi. I think it's guys that died in the last 4 years. Gerd Mueller. Rest in peace to them all. Yo, Idris Elba's back. Let's freaking go, dude. Idris Elba is back. Yo, Mamba, why'd you delete that one? That one doesn't seem fine. Anyways. Yeah, what if we had a tournament for the memes where you just had ancient historical empires? You know who's winning? The Mongol Empire is winning, chat. I'm sorry. Chat keeps jumping. Okay. My bad. Barrett, I agree, but language, my dude. Rome, the Roman. Well, here's the issue: is a lot of these empires overlap. So who gets what? You know what I'm saying? Ottomans versus Romans versus Mongols versus ancient Babylon. Well, ancient Babylon's getting it handed to it on a silver platter. They're toast. Ancient Babylon's got no chance, Chad. No chance. Yo, Mace Dog, thank you so much for the 4 months as part of the Hammers. Night Grizzly, thank you for the 4 months as well. Minkar with the 3. Eugenator with the year. Phalanx, a year and a half. A year and a half. We're talking about a footballing tournament, Wagwan the Space. Still love your name, though. 2 empires from the same time. Oh, that's true. Well, if we're going to do this tournament, 2 empires from the same that exist at the same time can't be in here. The Aztecs are going to be, actually, the Aztec Empire would be pretty good. The Aztecs and the Incas are a serious shout for the Empire World Cup. Because think about it, the Incas, you're talking most of South, honestly, the Incas might be the best footballing empire. They've got most of South America going for them. That would be, yeah, the Malian Empire. Great shouts here. The Incan and Aztec empires would be very good. The Malian empires got what West Africa, Ivory Coast, Ghana, all right, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, Mali, all those countries. So the Roman Empire, yeah, Roman Empire. You've got Spain, France, Portugal in the Roman Empire. British Empire, I don't know if it'd be able to pull it off, honestly. Portuguese Empire, you'd have Brazil. Some overlap with the Incan Empire. So I don't know if they'd be able to be in the group. This is the most ridiculous conversation I've ever had. So the Spanish Empire solos everyone. I mean, they exist at the same time as the Portuguese Empire, so then you're talking about like Western South America and Central America against Brazil and Portugal, essentially, in a footballing sense. Who's the kid? I have no idea. There's like a 13-year-old on stage with Didier Deschamps, who's like presenting the World Cup trophy back to the World Cup. Apparently this is necessary. What about the Empire State Building? I mean, there's a lot of people in that building at any one time. I feel like they might have a real chance. The Zealand Empire, which is just the United States. Yeah!
Half a year supporting you. Up the Dorfers, up the Dragons and all that jazz. Cheers.
Up the Dorfers, up the Dragons. Thank you for the 6 months. And congrats on your silver bacon. So this is a database worth making? Probably. What is Idris Elba wearing? He looks like he's a chef at a hibachi restaurant. We're talking about the deep passion for football in the Arab world. That's where we're at now. The official Fox Sports broadcast for the World Cup draw started at 11:30. It is 12:33. So at this point, I think we're within 2 hours of the teams being drawn. But don't worry, we've got another compilation video. This one's in black and white. Very old World Cup stuff. Oh, this is very much like an Arab footballing world thing. We're looking at deserts. We're looking at dudes in deserts cheering in front of TVs. We're looking at dudes in keffiyehs yelling at TVs and children in Casbahs dribbling the ball. Kind of what you would expect. Kind of what you would expect. Yo, what's up, Fitzek? Thank you for the 7 months. But the World Cup song's pretty good. It's not great. It's not waving flag, but paid actors, I mean, they are actually paid actors. This is like a promotional video, so that's not like... Oh, man. What's your take on the Dutchies? I think the Netherlands is... I give a lot of credit to experience and knowing how to handle the unbelievable pressure of these situations, and I don't think the Netherlands is going to be able to do that. I think they're a round of 16 exiting team. That's my prediction. I think it lacks the goal-scoring firepower to be considered one of the potential favorites of the competition, and then lacks the experience to handle the intense pressure once you get to the knockout stages. Oh, my friend just finished his Worldle. Did I beat him? Probably not. Nope. He got it in 2 guesses. I hate it. Here. I got the Worldle in 6 guesses today. Who wins the Empire World Cup? There we go. Oh. There are a bunch of podiums. Is this Sir Randall Johnson? Who the heck is Sir Randall Johnson? Why are there so many English people here? Well, this guy's definitely walking like they paid him $1 million to be here. I have no idea who this guy is. I think I misheard his name. Who is it? Jermaine Jenis? Oh, okay. Who is this guy? Oh, good. He's a TV presenter. Retired professional footballer, which would explain why I'd heard his name before. Tottenham Hotspur. Okay. So he's never won anything. Oh, Carly Lloyd, what's up, girl? How you doing? America for space. Okay. She's a legend. She's extremely proud. Dude, it wasn't the dress. I didn't recognize her because of her hair. She's like stapled her hair back to her head. You know. But her walk was much better than Jermaine Jenis, so I'll be honest with you. Really, of course, me actually having a completely legal stream here is way behind what you guys are seeing because I'm watching Kafu walk out onto the stage right now. I was wondering why you guys were just shouting random names. Like, why are you shouting Kafu the JJ Kojo? Lothar Matthäus. Okay. Das gut. So we're literally about to introduce like freaking 45 people to come stand on this stage right now. Tim Cahill? No way they just brought out the Australian dude. He scored maybe my favorite World Cup goal of all time. That random over-the-shoulder volley. How many caps did he have? 108 with 50 goals. I love Tim Cahill. Timothy Filiga Cahill. Right. James Olcott next? No, they're gonna bring out Niran. They're gonna bring out F and G. And from Sidemen Sundays, it's Mini Minter. Would that shock you? And winner of the Streamer Showdown, Holly plays, and then right out, it's Scott Sterling. KSI. Yeah, live performances from KSI and Jake Paul. What? We just chill. Yeah. And now Chris MD is going to have 10 shots to see if he can knock out Walter Matos. Chris MD's got 10 shots to see if he can take out Jermaine Chenis on stage. He's got 10 shots from the back row. The video, I took 50 shots at Jermaine Chenis and this happened. Why is there a guy in a dress on the stage? That was really cute and adorable and incredibly funny and endearing and made everybody fall in love with you. How you just conveniently forgot cultural norms when it comes to dress. That is like, that's really cool. You should totally do that everywhere you go. That sounds like great. Like, you won so many points. Like, oh. Dude, all 5 girls in this chat, they just tripped and fell over and fell in love with you all at the same time. Also, shut up. Qatar the Space. Since when is Work the Space on stage for this? My offense, there's probably more 5 girls in this chat. I'm really happy you're here. I was making a rhetorical point. That was, you know, we needed to sass that one person, and that was the number I went for. Let's just, yeah, I don't care. I think we can agree on this. They're never going to start this draw. They're just going to talk to every single person in this line. Like, JJ Okocha, what's the best goal you ever scored? How are you? I'm great. Fantastic. Excited to see who's in the... Yeah, this is the dress rehearsal for the draw. I don't even... Where are they drawing? It's time to get ready for the draw. What the f have we been doing? I like how he looks at the camera and unironically says it's time to get ready for the draw. What have we been doing? This hour-long rev up for the draw. Whatevs. Thanks, Chaka, for continuing your gifted sub. Let's find your team. Italians everywhere in the mud. Let's find your team in pot 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tough out there for like Algerians, Nigerians, Italians, Panamanians, who honestly had they kind of fumbled the bag in the last qualifying window, but you know, Swedish people, Swedes, Egyptians, Colombians, Chileans. Let's find your team. He said that way too cheerily. I'm sorry. All right, they're almost done running through the teams and the pots. What a lineup! Oh. They'll be drawn one at a time. No Sherlock. Okay, let's go, baby! Sad pasta noises. Got it. No two teams the same qualification are going to be drawn together, except for Europe. I do appreciate them doing this explainer video. I'm not going to lie. This probably helps a lot of people. Hey, all right. Bring on the draw. Rocking and rolling, dude. 5 groups with 2 European teams. 3 groups with 1 European team. Press the draw all teams button. That'd be nice. Okay. Here is your official, very, very official draw thing. Well, that was a little too much. Gee, I wonder who it's gonna be, chat. I wonder who it's gonna be. It's Qatar. Kafu, are you okay? No way, dude. Qatar is out, but we're drawing. We are drawing. We will remember this piece of history for the rest of our lives. These are the groups that will determine what happens at this World Cup. Incredible. I love it. It's fixed. Exactly. It's fixed. That's the only thing we actually knew. The only... Hey, JJ. Hey, JJ. JJ Akocha. A1. Okay. All right, so they're in A1. The next team sounds like it's England. It is. England's been drawn. So they're going to go into a group that is now going to be drawn.
A priest, an imam and a rabbit walk into a bar. The priest walks up to the bar and orders a drink. The rabbit goes over to the barman and says, "I think I'm a typo."
Okay. England in Group B. We have begun to move. We have begun to move. Argentina. Argentina. Okay. Gonna leave him over there? What if we bolded teams that have already been drawn? So we just do that. Teams that have already been drawn. We'll bold and italicize so that you can't... That actually makes it worse. Just bold them. Who's next? That's a very good draw for England, because that means they're going to be going against the easier group in the first round of the knockouts. Very good draw for England. Very good draw. Cool. There you go. France in Group D. So Argentina and France are the likely quarterfinal matchup. The likely quarterfinal matchup right there. Okay. Why have the red balls? Because that is the group position. Like, they have to be group 1. Thank you, Metzala Sunrise. All right, it is Spain. Spain, baby. We'll see who their quarterfinal matchup is. So this is England's half, Argentina, France's, and Qatar's half of the bracket. To get to the final, these are the best teams you got to go through. So that, I mean, no Brazil, no, I don't know. We'll see which, because this side will be Brazil, Belgium, Portugal, and Spain is like the best teams. So it's interesting. Also, Captain Ginger, we'd heard that before, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the 7. Belgium. Belgium! Yeehaw, baby! So Spain and Belgium. Spain will probably be happy about that. There's no easy teams except for Qatar coming out. You wanted to be on Qatar's side, which England, Argentina, and France are on Qatar's side. All right, also, it is worth noting, it is possible for Ronaldo and Messi to meet in the final. I'm just saying. Brazil is in Group G. Messi and Ronaldo can meet. They can meet in the final. That we now know, which is huge. So pot 1 has been drawn. Portugal goes into H. Now, it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not saying it's likely. I'm just saying it's possible. And we are going to head into pot 2 in a second. I require the U.S. to lose. Don't think that's going to happen. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. Portugal. Portugal's debut at the World Cup was 1966. I would have thought they made it before then. All right, let's see if we can find like a live feed of this. The feed. I just want a feed of the picks. I don't want to watch some stinking pundits tell me about what's going on. USA, baby! Let's go! ESPN has it. This is the first ball. The Netherlands. Ooh, scary. Scary team. Scary team. The Dutch. Scary team. Oh, wait, they automatically go into 2? A4? Okay. Does that mean they play Qatar in the first match? I think it does. Okay. It's the US and England. I can see you guys. Alrighty. Well, this is going to be a really lively day on my timeline. Oh, this is way behind. Okay. Mexico. So Mexico is going into Group C with Argentina. Are they going in C3? All right. They're there. England and the US, of course. Of course. Denmark. Alrighty, that means they're going into Group D with they're going into Group D with France. And check your Twitter. Those are my thoughts on the matter. Where they go, they went D3. Who's next? I cannot believe we're playing England. That's just insane. Who is it? God, Madhouse can't open it. Germany! Spain got it. Spain got it. Spain got the Nightmare Pot 2 team. Spain got the Nightmare Pot 2 team. It is Germany going into Group E with Spain. We'll see what they end up in for, like, purposes. How do you add, like, the framing here? Like, how do I add the frame back to the bottom of this? It's bothering me. I honestly don't know. So they're in E3. Got it. There you go. And there we go. Okay. So who we have left? Uruguay, Switzerland, and Croatia are left. Who would Belgium want? Probably Uruguay. They've dodged the... I don't know. You don't want Croatia here. You don't want Croatia if you're Belgium. They got Croatia. They got Croatia. Oh, there you go. Okay, I just got a text. I just get a text from my friend here. He says, tell England I want all the smoke and we're burning the boats this time around. And so this is going to be a fun 6 months. Yep. Yeah, my friend from graduate school just sent me a text that said, tell all of your English friends that I want all the smoke and we're burning the boats this time around. So, yep. F4. Got it. Click the button to the right of the fill tool. I don't know what the fill tool is. Oh, border. Yeah. Gotcha. There we go. Uruguay. And, oh, wait. They can't play Brazil, so they're going to play Portugal. This is the first. They're going to bump. Okay, so Uruguay's. Yeah, Uruguay is bumping over to Group H here. So they'll be playing Portugal, and that means Brazil and Switzerland are going to play one of the more interesting matches of the World Cup, I think. Tell your friend I'll meet him in Boston for a cup of tea. H3. Got it. Uruguay's in. We got him in. No way my stream just froze. I love how all these people think they're coming up with this joke for the first time. Like, oh, where's the other ball? Oh. All right. Qatar, Netherlands, England, US, Argentina, Mexico, France, Denmark, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Croatia, Brazil, Switzerland, and Portugal, Uruguay. Portugal will be happy with that. I think Uruguay was one of the easier teams. I think Portugal's definitely happy with that. Don't know how England feels. That's going to be an incredibly passionate, intense game. Argentina, Mexico. Argentina's happy with that. France is not happy to have gotten Denmark. That's a tough matchup. Netherlands is over the moon. I think the Netherlands opportunity has gone up a lot, right? We literally haven't had a single two-position team, which is just like a bit of a statistical anomaly for the scheduling purposes here. So pot 3, Senegal, Iran, Japan, Morocco, Serbia, Poland, South Korea, Tunisia. Those teams are being drawn right here. We'll see who goes into Group A first. We cannot have an Asian team. That is our only requirement. We can't have an Asian team, which means Iran and South Korea are not available for selection. Iran, Japan, and South Korea are not available for selection in Group A, which means Senegal, Morocco. Somebody's about to get real lucky. Who got lucky? I'm not looking at chat. I know you guys probably already know. It's Iran. So, oh my God, dude, what? What? The U.S. has been with Iran and England. Shut up, man. Are you serious? That is just loaded, dude. This is... Oh, these matches are going to be loaded. Group B is a gem. I mean, honestly, one of the easier... Like, a team in the easier half in Group C. Right? So, like... But it's going to be such an intense game. It's going to be such an intense game. Oh, okay. Iran's... we're in the group with Iran. Oh, that's like something I'd put in a video as a joke. England, Iran, and the U.S. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't have the Saudis in pot 4 because they're also Asia. But, all right. Who's going into A, then? Who's about to get really lucky here? Who's going into A? Unless we get another Asian team. Oh, it's Senegal. Oh. Oh, baby. It's Senegal. Oh, Qatar has no chance. It's freaking Senegal. The African champions, the best team from Africa. Senegal might be able to win that group, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see what their position they're in for scheduling, but oh, ho, 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 ho. They're in A3.
Of course, America and Iran would be in the same group.
I know. Penguinese, thank you so much for the 10 months. USA, Iran was a certainty. Who's the next team? Who's going in C? Argentina and Mexico. We can't have South America or CONCACAF. Which there's no CONCACAF in this pot, actually. And there's no South America in this pot. So we're good. Anybody? Poland. Ooh. That's not easy. That's not easy. I'm going to tell you what. That's a tricky little group right there. Poland, Mexico, Argentina. Woo. C4. All right. All right, Poland, Mexico, Argentina, not easy. Next team coming. Cannot be European, so it can't be Serbia, or else it'll bounce down. I can't get over the U.S.'s group is ridiculous. And of course, it's Serbia, which means no Group D, which means no Group E or F. So Serbia is in Group G. Okay. Serbia is in Group G.
Anniversary. RIP your DMs for the next 6 months.
Subzekin, thank you. Yeah. Appreciate the year. Snoopy Liquor, I appreciate the 18 months. Seinfeld, I appreciate the 5. Bacon, the 4. TARDIS Ravenclaw, the 10. Hippopotamus, thank you for the Prime. Midsala Sunrise, thank you for the 18 months as part of the Hammers. Sir Motnoy, thank you for the Tier 1. Oh, okay, so the first game is Brazil-Serbia. England and Iran are the first game here. England and Iran are the first game here. The U.S. first game is not decided yet. Senegal and the Netherlands is game 1. Yeah, it probably has to be Ghana. All right, who goes into D? France and Denmark. Who's going to get thrown to the lambs here? Tunisia, and they are very definitely been thrown to the lambs. 6th ever World Cup for Tunisia. Here you go. They've been thrown up to France and Denmark. The worst team, in my opinion, in Pot 3 has been thrown up to France and Denmark. That is not good for Tunisia. It is, however, great for France and Denmark. Because that is a very easy Pot 3 team to get. Their position is D4, so they will play Denmark in their opening game. So those are our groups so far. We've got Japan, Morocco, and South Korea left, since Serbia already bounced down to Group G to complete our European set down there. So who gets the murder group? Spain, Germany, and who's dying today? Japan. Well, they just haven't had their share of luck in the World Cup, have they? Well, which amazing team do you play first, Spain or Germany at the World Cup? That's a tough look for Japan. Oh, I feel bad for them. They honestly should have beat Belgium at the last freaking World Cup, and now they've been absolutely blasted by Spain and Germany in this World Cup. Very unlucky for Japan. So we're going to E4. Alrighty. Their first game they play against a German team that will have redemption on the mind. Okay. Morocco and South Korea. Who gets Belgium, Croatia? Honestly, don't know which one you'd want at this point. Like, what direction you'd want to go. Do you want Belgium or Croatia, or do you want Portugal or Uruguay? Both teams can be in either. So it is Morocco. It's also their 6th World Cup. Interesting. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and yeah, no, it's Denmark and Tunisia play on the first match. Germany and Japan play the first match. Senegal and Netherlands. England plays Iran in their first World Cup match. Anything other than a win there, and they're freaking out. F3. So they are playing Croatia in their first match. Brazil plays Serbia in their opening match. Mexico plays Poland in that's a very interesting match. Mexico and Poland's very interesting. So South Korea is going to end up against Portugal and Uruguay. Who just gasped? This dude could not pronounce the word republic. I respect it. He just went, Korea Republic. Like, all right. Nailed it. 11th World Cup for South Korea. Into pot 4. The real winners here. Well, eventually, we've just got to figure out where. Who does South Korea play in its first match? You probably want Uruguay first. Give yourself a chance to not get demoralized. And that's what they got. So good for them. There we go. Uruguay, South Korea, first match. So, who goes into Group A? We've got Senegal, Netherlands, and Qatar. Right, and Senegal and Netherlands are already pretty good. So pot 4, we've got Cameroon, Canada, Ecuador, Saudi Arabia, Ghana. Saudi Arabia can't be in this group, and neither can one of the Intercontinental Playoffs because it does have the Asian team in it, as far as we understand. And then, of course, the European playoffs, either Scotland, Wales, or Ukraine. The Intercontinental playoffs, you've got either Australia, the UAE, or Peru, or Costa Rica, and... which one's Intercontinental Playoff 1 and which one's 2? I honestly don't even know. Who's coming into Group A, though? It can't be an Asian or an African team. So it can't be... Oh, it can't be Ghana, Cameroon, or Saudi Arabia. It's Ecuador, Canada, or one of the playoffs. It's International Continental Playoff 1. Who's that? Oh, this is UAE, Australia, or Peru. Oh, we've got to go all the way down to Group D. Because you've got an Asian team here. It's Asia or South America, and then there's a South American team here. So you have to go to Group D where there's no Asian or South American team. And that's where we take Intercontinental Playoff 1 and put them in here. And I'll write it in. It is Australia, UAE, or Peru. Just so you know. Okay. So who goes into Group A then? It literally has to be Canada or like Ecuador. If it's Ecuador, this is a weird group of death. It's Ecuador. Holy smokes, dude. Holy freaking... Qatar is screwed. There's no way they rigged this. They're absolutely screwed. Wow. That's like the hardest possible group. Almost the hardest possible group Qatar could have gotten. Qatar and Ecuador is the first match of the World Cup. All right, Group B has to be... Can't be CONCACAF. It can be the Euro. It could be the Euro playoff. It could be Ghana, and it could be Cameroon. But it's Saudi Arabia, so that means they're going here. Okay, well, they're just gonna get eviscerated in this group. Saudi Arabia is gonna get rolled over in Group C, dude. They're going to get rolled. They are going to get rolled. Mexico, Poland, Argentina are going to be trying to take as many points off Saudi Arabia as possible. Yo! So, yeah, there's C2. Why are we even drawing the group position? We already know where they're going. So Saudi Arabia into Group C, that is brutal. There's no, like, opportunity there, I think, for them. Okay. Group D is very easy, too. It could be Peru, and they might have a puncher's chance against Denmark and France, but Group D is a real easy one for France and Denmark. I'd be really happy with that. Intercontinental Playoff 2, which means we're going to Group E here. And we continue to wait to see who is going to be this person. So we can't go into Group B. It's Costa Rica or New Zealand. That is... Oh my... Come on, dude. What is that group? There's nobody with a puncher's chance. You could have at least put Canada in there or something. Seriously. All right, Costa Rica, New Zealand are Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica or New Zealand. That's ridiculous. Okay, there are only 4 spots left in this World Cup to be drawn here. We have the European playoff, Ghana, Canada, Cameroon. Who's drawn? Come on, dude. You can open it. You can open it. European playoff. I don't like it. I don't want the European playoff. All right, we got the European playoff winner. So we've got England, Iran, US, and the European playoff winner. Because of course we did. It's probably Wales. It's literally going to be likely Wales or Scotland. The US playing Iran. England play. Group B is a savage group. Politically savage group. All right, 3 teams left. Cameroon, Canada, Ghana. Group F cannot have any. Oh, it's Canada. It has to be Canada. It can't be Cameroon or Ghana. Canada's going to be in Group F. So the Cameroon is going to Group G because there's no African team there. They have the most World Cup appearances of any African nation. Followed up. And if you didn't watch it, they also had the most dramatic World Cup qualification I've literally ever seen. They scored in the 123rd minute at Algeria to go to the World Cup. Like, they're not going to the World Cup, and then they score in the 123rd minute, and then they're going to the World Cup. If Scotland or Wales make the World Cup, they will have to play England. The United States has to play Iran in England. Huge. All right, we know the World Cup draw because these have to be here. So the World Cup draw is essentially over, even though they're going to just go through the moves of actually drawing this out. The World Cup draw is over. We know the teams. And we know the groups. Ghana goes into H and Canada goes into Group F. So I'm going to take this thing out of my ear because it hurts. And I'm going to let them do the rest of their drawing. And we're going to take stock of these World Cup groups. All right? The World Cup draw is done. Group A, Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. Group B, England, Iran, the US, and the European playoff winner. It's either Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales, which, of course, fantastic. Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Saudi Arabia absolutely in the mud there. That's going to be very, very difficult for them. Group D, France, the Intercontinental playoff winner, Australia, the UAE, or Peru, Denmark, and Tunisia. That is France and Denmark all day long. Group E, Spain, other Intercontinental playoff winner between Costa Rica and New Zealand, Germany, and Japan. That is... Yeah, I don't really think there's a group of death here. I'll say that. I think there are like 2 or 3 groups where it is the top 2 teams and then just kind of everybody else, right? But you have Group F, you got Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. That is seriously up in the air. You've got Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. I think that's a really good group. Cameroon can compete with a lot of people. I don't think they're great. Serbia obviously can beat anybody. Switzerland can beat anybody. Brazil's in there. They're not going to have an easy time. Group H, you've got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. That could be simple, but I think Uruguay's the swing vote. Portugal's got to be really happy with this draw. Uruguay wasn't great in qualifying. South Korea and Ghana's really, this is the worst Ghanaian team that I've seen. I mean, I know they missed the World Cup 4 years ago, but like this is the worst Ghanaian team in a World Cup that I've seen. They're not good. And so that's a real open opportunity. Group A is a mid-level group of death. Well, here's the weird thing. Netherlands is the second best team in Pot 2. Senegal is either the second or the best team in Pot 3. Ecuador is almost inarguably the best team in Pot 4. Group A is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. Like if Netherlands was in Pot 1, Senegal was in Pot 2, Ecuador is in Pot 3, Qatar would have qualified and then gone into Pot 4. That's like a normal World Cup group, even though the hosts are like a Pot 4 team. Qatar rigged it so they don't have to play too many games. Yeah, basically. The Netherlands should still win it. I'm just saying it's not going to be easy. Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands are sitting there going, ooh, we got the Qatar group. But at the same time, they also got all of each other. I don't think it's comfortable. I really don't think it's comfortable. I think Group C, you've got 3 teams that can make it out of the group. They make it spicy. I think Group B, You've got at least 3 teams that can make it out of the group. I think Iran could make it interesting. They always tend to make it interesting at the World Cup. They certainly aren't a team that you can just wipe away. All right. So fascinating. So what we're going to do now, chat, what we're going to do is we are actually going to record a ranking. Right now, in the heat of the moment, we are going to rank the groups from the hardest group to the easiest group.